So, how's everybody doing? We're going to take a look at Keane's output of albums on CD and vinyl. Keane are one of the better British bands of the last 15 years or plus. It's just that Tom Chaplin has a great voice, and Tim Rice Oxley writes some great songs, and yeah, so let's not wait any further and waste any more time and check them out right now. Hopes and Fears was the first album by Keane. It was released in April or May 2004. I picked up the vinyl the time it came out, and it's a great album. Some people say it's their best album. Strong songwriting on this one. This particular edition of the debut, which appeared in 2004, it's actually the Eco Pack version, and that appeared in 2007. Comes like this in a kind of a biodegradable package. All the album credits are here. That's the silhouette of the Yamaha CP70 electric piano that Tim uses. So yeah, this has got some great songs on it. Somewhere Only We Know, Bend and Break, We Might As Well Be Strangers, Everybody's Changing, Your Eyes Open, She Has No Time, Can't Stop Now, Sunshine. That's a great song as well, kind of like the Beach Boys. This is the Last Time, On a Day Like Today, Untitled, and Bedshape. Yeah, it's gone back a bit. I mean, 2004, that's 15 years ago. Hard to believe. It's come out in different guises over the years. There's been deluxe editions with all the B-sides and stuff like that. There's this version, which came out in 2004 also, but it's got slightly different track order and one song less than the original. It only has 11 tracks. It doesn't have On a Day Like Today on that. And yeah, it's great. Like, there's no guitars on the album. All the percussive sounds are made from the Yamaha piano through effects and stuff like that. Yeah, very, very cool. I was reading somewhere, Sound on Sound years ago, they were on about how they got the sound for the album. And the actual piano on most tracks is actually multi-tracked. It's layered over in Pro Tools, and they use the electric piano, which has kind of got a weakish sound. You know, the Yamaha electric piano you can plug in. It has got strings inside there, but it doesn't have the sound of a grand piano, we'll say. And they masked them over each other. And I think one of the pianos that was used in the recording sessions was the piano that appeared on Bohemian Rhapsody, and also I think Hey Jude by the Beatles. It's actually the same piano. It's over 100 years old now. I think it was a Bechstein Grand or something like that. Not 100%. I could be wrong, I could be right, but yeah, that's really what happened. You know, the lyrics and stuff like that, and all that malarkey. So yeah, that's it. That's Hopes and Fears. This also has a brown sleeve and not green like the original. Album number 2 is called Under the Iron Sea. I would say that this is probably my favourite Keane album. It's just a little bit more complex than the first one. Yeah, I just have a soft spot for this one over the first one. It's more accomplished. For a second album, you could argue that it's better than the first one, if that makes any sense. The first one is brilliant. This is brilliant plus. It was released in the summer of 2006. This is the 2008 Eco Pack version. There's nothing here except the credits, and again the the strong songs on this one. Atlantic, I love Atlantic. It's very, very good. Is it any wonder? Kind of a kind of U2 sounding. Nothing in My Way, I like that. Leaving So Soon is good. Bad Dream, that's just good as well. I think that's based on a book called An Irish Airman Foresees His Own Death or something like that. It's about the First World War. Hamburg Song is great. Put It Behind You. The Iron Sea, it's an instrumental. It's kind of prog sounding sometimes, you know, the synthesizers and the kind of sequencers remind me of a little bit of Genesis, Tony Banks and stuff like that. It's kind of rich tapestries of music. Crystal Ball. Yeah, it's kind of a bit of a nonsense title. Try Again. Yeah, I like that one as well. But Broken Toy, that's amazing. It's got a hypnotic bass line. That's definitely one of the best songs they've written. It's got this great kind of 6/8 rhythm kicking away. Really good bass line as well. It's just got a beautiful flow to it. And then the Frog Prince winds up the album. Yeah, I really like this album. It is one of my favourites. And I play it a lot. There's also a hard bound book of Under the Iron Sea. I think I bought that the day it came out, along with the double vinyls. The CD's just a different colour. Extra artwork inside here. The artwork is great as well. There was, I think, 4 singles released from this album. I have all the CD singles and 2 of the vinyl singles only. But the artwork is great. Really, really cool. I think there's I think the girl who did it is Scandinavian or something. Sanna Anuka, I think. Anuka, yeah. She's Norwegian or something like that. But yeah, really nice stuff. Very, very nice. There's also a DVD. Demos, making of the album and all that kind of stuff that you get. It became the norm in the last 15 years. The making of the album. So yeah. Album number 3 is from 2008, Perfect Symmetry. There's a lot more of an electronic feel on this one. Kind of Scary Monsters, Bowie, yeah, kind of 80s influence, yeah. Not a bad album. The artwork is kind of the band all wrapped up in kind of a plastic, like vacuum packed or something, in a kind of a mosaic, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, it's kind of a new Keane sound, but it's kind of old sound here as well. Spiraling, bit kind of Gary Newman. Lovers Are Losing. It's typical of Keane. Could have been on Under the Iron Sea. Better than this. You Haven't Told Me Anything. Perfect Symmetry. You Don't See Me. Again and Again. Playing Along. Pretend That You're Alone. Black Burning Heart. Love Is the End. Yeah, some again nice melodies. You know, the ballads are good. But it's, you know, it kind of pales in comparison to the first 2 albums. It's still a good album in its own right, but definitely not as good as Under the RNC. It's not bad, but it just can't compete with Under the RNC. This is the book version, and there you get the CD and a DVD with demos. Just the deluxe edition, I suppose they call it. You put in the CD into your PC and unlock content and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, kind of packaging bluster, really. Unusual. Doesn't really fit in with anything in your collection. And the novelty of it, the discs are all different colours. So yeah. Documentary, the making of the album, of course, track by track video commentary by the band, demo versions of all songs, and yeah, that's it really. In 2010 came the Night Train. This is kind of more of an EP, even though it does have 8 tracks on it. Yeah, I never really liked it, to be honest with you. Stop for a Minute with Knan, whatever it is. I didn't like that. I thought it was kind of too hip-hoppy. I thought it was kind of almost like something that Coldplay would do, which is a band I deplore. And, because they just keep churning out the same kind of stuff all the time. But the difference between Keane and Coldplay is that Tom has got a superior voice to Chris Martin, who sounds like a dog outside your house howling for a bone on a cold night. Yeah. So yeah, this isn't great. I wasn't too mad about it back then. It was, it was a budget price novelty from then. Some of the songs on it are left over from Perfect Symmetry. CD boxes are so annoying when the pages get stuck in them. Yeah, it's just a collector's item. Songs are recorded in different places, as far as I know, while the band are on tour. Yeah. So yeah, for me it's gone and forgotten. Then in 2012 along came Strangeland. This is kind of a smoother sounding Keane. I won't say they went back to their roots. They didn't, but they became a little, we'll say, softer sounding. The songs do grow on you because the production is good, and like I said, the melodies are good and the choruses are catchy, and like I said, Tom has a great voice. But Strangeland, I only bought this recently. I didn't really dig it at the time. I think I had to download it or something. But I only bought this recently. You could pick this up very, very, very cheaply. I think this came from Finland or somewhere like that. I can't remember. Or Denmark. I can't remember. I paid €2 or €3 for it in mint condition. Yeah. By now, they also had a guitarist and a bass player. So I think he actually joined them around the Perfect Symmetry time. So they're a guitar band now as well. Yeah, it's okay. It's a bit unmemorable. This is the deluxe edition as far as I know. It's got extra tracks. You Were Young, Silence by the Night. Yeah, I really like that song. That's good. Disconnected, Watch How You Go. Sovereign Light Cafe. That was a single. Yeah, that's okay. It kind of seconds as the album goes on. It kind of pales a little bit. There's a couple of extra tracks on this. I'll be totally honest. I haven't really listened to it an awful lot. Yeah, it just doesn't grab me enough. Whereas under the RNC, I could actually put it on shuffle. I could listen to it from start to finish. I could listen to it backwards. I could you know, there's a million things I could do with it, and I still like to listen to it, you know. Yeah, so Strangeland, yeah, it's a bit of a strange one. Then, before Christmas 2013, there was the Best of Keane. I guess it was inevitable. Killers had a greatest hits out around that time as well. Direct hits. And they're both similar in this way. The tracks are in chronological order. So, you know, you've got Everybody's Changing, Somewhere Only We Know, Bend and Break, Bed Shape, This Is the Last Time. 5 tracks are from the first album, and then Atlantic, Is It Any Wonder, Nothing in My Way, Hamburg Song, Crystal Ball, A Bad Dream, Try Again. They're all from Under the RNC, and that's a lot. It's a bit like on the Beatles album, the Red album, the greatest, the hits are the Beatles. They have something like 6 or 7 songs from Rubber Soul. Like that's half the album, you know. So with this should have been mixed up really, and the same with the Killers. What they seem to do now is they put all the songs in chronological order. So you're listening to 4 songs off the first album, 4 or 5 off the second, and then, you know, it's kind of a little bit boring and stuff. It's nice to have them mixed up the way Queen Greatest Hits is. That's the proper sequencing, you know. It works perfectly that way. You know, there's no need to. They should be mixed up, really. You know, there's no need to have them all block bunched the way the albums came out. You know, and you always get 1 or 2 extra tracks as well on the single CD. So yeah, it's a bit annoying. It's a bit lazy as well. You know, you kind of get the feeling it was compiled by people that never even listened to the band. But yeah, there's a couple of extra tracks. Higher Than the Sun, Won't Be Broken. Then there's obviously the second disc here, which is B-sides. The B-sides from the first album, Hopes and Fears, are fantastic. Every single one of them are good songs. Fly to Me being one of the best here. That should have been on an album. They're really, really good songs. Iron Sea, the B-sides aren't as strong. And then there's a couple from the last few albums. So yeah, this is the deluxe edition, obviously. I think this was, I don't know where I got this, was Denmark or somewhere on Discogs. It was 4 or 5 euros wrapped in plastic for nothing. A booklet here, and there's some sleeve notes and all that. Yeah, this didn't come out on vinyl. It would have been a nice box set. Well, I'm kind of glad it didn't, because at least with the CD you can put it on your media player, and you can put it into your CD player and you can mix the tracks, whereas on the vinyl you couldn't do that. So, you know, that could be a waste. Yeah, so that's it. Yeah, nice hits package. September 2019, and we have Cause and Effect, new Keane album. This one is a bit better than Strangeland. Yeah, his voice is fantastic on this. The songs, there's nothing really new here, but but it does hark back to the earlier stuff. You're Not Home. It's great. It starts off slow and builds up into an anthem. It would be great in concert inside in a stadium or wherever. Love Too Much. The Way I Feel, that sounds very like the Killers. One of my favourite tracks here is Put the Radio On. That's so catchy, and his voice is amazing on it. A lot of the songs deal with relationship breakups. Tim went through a divorce in the last year or two, and it's kind of heavy going. Strange room, stupid things, phases, I'm not leaving, thread, chase the night away, I need your love. Then there's 5 bonus tracks on this. Yeah. Artwork is a little weak for a Keane album. You know, I think it's a little weak. But yeah, it's a good album. I like it. There's 4 there now, you see. Taking a selfie. Yeah, you can't get away from the mobile phone, Snapchat, chit chat, shit cat, whatever you want to call it. Everything is so recordable and so throwaway. What's inside here? Oh, the receipt. I start keeping all the receipts of the music I buy. Yeah, just kind of strange. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. There you go. That's cause and effect, and a good return to form, and some good songs that would probably be great live. Okay, this is Hopes and Fears, the original 2004 vinyl LP on Island Records. I think I heard Somewhere Only We Know, and I liked his voice, and found out who the band were, and heard nothing about them until then, and they kept playing it on the radio, and I found the album in a record shop. Well, I didn't find it, it was just released, and I got it, and I copied the vinyl onto a CD, and I still have the CD, and the CD just went everywhere, you know. It was in my car, in the Walkman. Same copy, I still have it, on a white verbatim disc. And that rip went onto my MP3 player, it went onto my iTunes, it went onto my my mini discs. I recorded it onto cassette. It went around the world. Yeah, that's the inner. I like that shot there. All staged, of course. Nothing's plugged in. Nothing going into the amps. It's cool. Yeah. This album, the original now, is going for quite a sum. I've seen it for over 150, 200 even. It's a single disc. I'm not sure if it was reissued. I don't know. On vinyl, I probably, I think it has. I'm not sure, but it's certainly worth having. But the original is expensive. This is numbered as well. 0449. So yeah, that's Hopes and Fears on vinyl. Prized possession. Next is Under the Iron Sea. This is a bit better. The packaging is a bit better because it's a gatefold also. But it's less flimsy. The first one's very kind of soft cardboard or something like that. It seems to fall to pieces, or no, it's just kind of a, you know, shelfware isn't very kind to it. This looks superb on vinyl. Beautiful inner. Now there's a mistake on this, as far as I know. Atlantic, is it any wonder? Nothing in my way. I think there's only meant to be 3 tracks on side A, and side B should have 4. So the sleeve is wrong. Again, this will set you back quite a bit if you should want it on vinyl. It has been reissued, I think in the States or somewhere, but it's only a single disc. Yeah, there you go. You see, side A is only 3 tracks, so there's a mistake. And there is actually 4 tracks on side B. Yeah, it's a pity, but you know, it's just one of those little oddities. Happens, you know. I'm trying to rush stuff out. That's great. Still smells brand new. Yeah, it smells cardboard. This is 13 years ago I bought this. There you go. And I like having it. I feel like I get a sense of comfort in having it. I'd hate to be looking for it, and I certainly wouldn't like to have a single disc edition, because you know, really, it's kind of a long album and it should be on a double vinyl. Okay, Perfect Symmetry. I bought this when it came out. Also a gatefold. Artwork is a little bit less eye pleasing than Under the RNC. I mean, that can't be topped. Yeah, Under the RNC is probably their masterpiece. Yeah, it's their Sgt. Pepper's. This is a single, which is a bit kind of stupid because it's a long enough album. But it's nicely cut and stuff like that. But I think they kind of, I don't know, record companies are a bit fucking weird sometimes. They kind of they could, you know, they could do a Taylor Swift album in double vinyl, or a Justin Bieber album, and then you get some good band, and they'll, you know, they'll pop it out in a single cut, which is bizarre, you know. Yeah, there you go. The theme follows through, and yeah, that's it. That's Perfect Symmetry. Strangeland. I can't remember when I bought this. It was probably only in the last 2 to 3 years. I bought it from Germany. It wasn't expensive at all, actually. I think it was only like something like 10 or 12 euros, and the shipping was 4. It was actually quite cheap. There's kind of no demand for it. This is an original pressing. It's just got the 12 tracks. I didn't even open it. It's still sealed. Yeah, I've got no reason to open it, really. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to just leave it sealed for now. It's been sealed for the last few years. Someday I'll open it, but you know, the artwork's going to be similar to the CD, so it don't matter. So yeah, that's Strangeland. Yeah. Strange I didn't open it, though. And finally, Cause and Effect. I bought this last month or the month before, I can't remember when it came out, and this came out in quite a few formats or editions. There was a box set with just a black cover with extra stuff inside and all that, but I find box sets they're just a waste of money. They take up space. You usually get some cardboard pictures and a lot of junk in there that's absolutely useless, and you know, I don't know how much is a record these days, a vinyl LP, maybe 25, and you know, the box set's 80 or something, and you know, you're paying 50 quid for what? You know, you can get a lot of CDs in the shop. I still buy formats. I have no interest in downloading. I like to have them in my hand. I like the vinyl. I like the CDs. But this is heavyweight 180 gram pink vinyl. Now, I haven't opened it yet either, and I'm not sure if I want to. It's a single disc with 11 tracks. There's also a double vinyl in black, I think, and it's got the the extra tracks that are on the CD. So there's 5 bonus tracks. I think they're on a 12-inch single. I think that's the USA version or something like that. I'm not 100%. It's also a gatefold, and yeah. So yeah, it's pale pink vinyl. I think it's that color. So now the artwork looks much better on the vinyl because you can just see more of it. You know, you can just see more creases and tears. It actually looks like it's all in pieces. It's sharper, you know, whereas the CD is less sharp. You know, right in front of me, this looks as if it's been, you know, all glued together. It looks like it's in shit, but the CD doesn't, you know. So yeah, it's just, yeah. So there, that's it really. There's not much more to say about this. If you want to see what the vinyl looks like, go on to Discogs and take a look. I'm just not in the mood to open this. I'm not in the mood to open it tonight anyway. Some more stuff here. CD singles from the first album. That was Somewhere Only We Know. Everybody's Changing. This is the last time. Bed Shaped. This is a live EP, 2004. Somewhere Only We Know, We Might As Well Be Strangers, Alamande. This is the last time, Everybody's Changing, Bed Shaped. All live dates from. There was a DVD came out around the same time. I've got that as well. I can't remember what it's called. Is it any wonder? And there's the Eco Pack from Under the Iron Sea. Very cool. These don't hold the discs very well, you know, they fly out. They're disposable. Crystal Ball. Nothing in My Way. Thin Air. Tidarian or whatever the hell you call it. That's just kind of noisy, bleepy stuff. It's anybody could have done that. It's not a great track at all. It's horrible. A Bad Dream. Yeah, so just good stuff on it. I like the disc. Black and Sinister. Also this, it's a USB, and I think Enjoy the Silence, Depeche Mode cover is on that. Yeah, very unusual. Numbered 1731. Here's some 70 singles. Everybody's Changing. Fly to Me 1947. It's numbered. That's a great song, Fly to Me. One of my favourite Keane songs of all time. Bed Shaped. Something in Me Was Dying. That's another great track. Yeah, B-sides on the first album are phenomenal. This is the last time. 2665. Numbered nicely. The Old Ireland label. Is it any wonder? I love the artwork. There's a poster in this. Again, the disc has got a unique little picture. Cool poster. There you go. Nothing in my way. I didn't get the other 2 singles from this album. I really would like to have them. But they're expensive. You're talking about $20 a piece now at this stage. Someday I'll get them. Again, there's another poster. So cool. the artwork is just lovely, really nice, makes you happy. And there's this, The Lovers Are Losing. I think the B-side of this is an acoustic track, unusual for Keane. Oh yeah, there you go. So yeah, that's it. Frankie say no more. I've got no more Keane to show you. And thanks for watching. Take care. Goodbye.